Hi everyone. In today's Daily Thought, Moses learns about delegating. The next day, Moses sat as a judge for the people, while the people stood around Moses from morning till evening. When Moses' father-in-law saw what he was doing for the people, he said, "What's this you're doing? Why do you sit alone while all the people stand around you, morning till evening?" Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me to inquire of God. When a conflict arises between them, they come to me, and I judge between the two of them. I also teach God's regulation and instructions." Moses' father-in-law said to him, "What you're doing isn't good. You'll end up totally wearing yourself out, both you and these people who are with you. The work's too difficult for you. You can't do it alone. You should look among all the people for capable persons who respect God. They should be trustworthy and not corrupt. Set these persons over the people as officers of groups of thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. Let them sit as judges for the people at all times. They should bring every major dispute to you, but they should decide all the minor cases themselves. This will be much easier for you, and they'll share your load." So what we see Moses doing here is something that a lot of us do, is having a sort of attitude that says, "I've got this, right? I can take care of this all by myself. I don't need anybody's help." Now, sometimes this attitude is a good thing. It comes from a noble place. It's about taking responsibility. It's doing your duty. It's stepping up to the plate. When it's a good thing to say, "I got this." But a lot of times, it's actually coming from a place of pride, of being actually proud of how busy we are. We don't have time for anything else because there's so much that only I can do. It comes maybe from a desire for control, right? I can't trust anybody else to do this, so I'm the only one that can get this done. It's all a way of saying how important we are. And it's hard to find this balance, right? As Christians, we're called to care for others, to put others first. And yet at the same time, we can't give what we don't have. If we're just always giving all the time, we're just going to run dry and wear ourselves out and be no good to anyone. So it takes discernment to know when it's Christian, Christ-like self-sacrifice and when it's worldly, prideful busyness. But it's important to realize that self-care spiritually is not selfish when that's something that we need. We see Jesus himself even having these same patterns of helping people, being with people, but taking time for himself, time with God. We want to carry it ourselves, and sometimes that's noble, but sometimes the harder thing, and the more important thing is to ask for help. I think especially during this time, this pandemic, what we really need to learn to do is to not try and bear the burden of grief all by ourselves. Again, that's our culture. It says we should just pick up the slack, suck it up, and just keep going. But we actually, as a church, are called to carry each other. We get to do that. That's actually the blessing of community. And so whatever you're carrying right now, I hope you know that you don't have to do it alone. And if you can find someone that can help you carry that, I encourage you to do it. I encourage all of us to find those who are carrying a lot and see how we can help them through this. Blessings on y'all.